I'm gonna wait a second before I talk so somebody can like tell me that they hear me. I'm pretty sure the audio is good though. Turn this down a little. YouTube probably block my video if they pick up on the music. But anyway, let me just get started. Forget it. I wanted to mention, because it's been such a big deal, I made a video about it. Project 2025, and I'm glad that Trump is talking out more about it, right? Because people get things misconstrued. And I know there was a couple people on his team that, you know, basically debunked it too. And I think the one guy, I believe his name was Chris, was like, you know, it's been a pain in the ass, right? And that if you keep misrepresentation of it, it won't end good for you. So that's kind of the quote, verbatim. Not verbatim, close enough. Hey, Nomadic, good to see you. Yesy, what's up? Reginald, hey, how you doing? But yeah, I was kind of getting frustrated with that, you know, because they tag Trump with that all the time, you know. That's a major, we got big billboards here, you know, talking about Project 2025 and democracy, you know, and it's like, kind of like Trump said, right? Like, what the hell are they talking about? I took a bullet for democracy. You know, I get frustrated with it. And there's a couple other things too. I noticed that I believe his nephew, right? Fred Trump Jr. went on The View and actually went so far, I think they republished, I don't know if they republished it or put the same book out over, which clearly, look, I've lost family and friends over this. And at this point, I don't give a shit, okay? It's ideology. And if they're willing to sever ties over how I feel, I don't give a fuck. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I love my family, but I'm not willing to go that far. It is what it is, you know? The people I care about are around me, so. Anyway, let me say this. His nephew, hey, Callie, hey. What's up, William? Yeah, I don't even look. They say goodbye because you're in a cult. I haven't joined a cult. I don't know about that, but don't you think a cult would have like something bigger attached to it? Like, wouldn't I have to be going somewhere, or wouldn't I have like a Kool-Aid to drink? Wouldn't there be something that I would maybe know about? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the party, but hey, so be it. Anyway, yeah, his nephew was on The View and actually said that if he was asked, he would campaign for Harris, which I found funny. You know, that happened. Let's not act like that doesn't happen to every family. Every family has dissension, okay? It is what it is. Nobody's family is perfect. I guess he wouldn't go as far as to call his uncle a racist, but quoting him as saying a racial slur. And in my opinion, it's all about intent. Now, they're talking about some shit that happened back in the 70s, okay? But still, with me, intention is everything. I'm just saying. And forgive me if I'm not reading the chat. I don't want to get too distracted. It kind of, I can't multitask like that. What's up, Josh? Oh, when you're in a cult, you can't see you're in a cult. Well, I don't know. I'm missing something. Something's not right. I'm not too concerned about a cult. I'm concerned about trying to save the country. That's my thought process. Interesting enough, a delegate here, a Democrat delegate, went to the Harris gathering. I'm not even going to call it a rally. It wasn't a rally. It was a gathering. And Secret Service told him he couldn't even get in due to his post on Instagram. So then the leader of the, Democratic Party chapter, whatever it was here, apologized, and I guess they kind of got mad at him because he wasn't sold on Harris. And interesting enough, being 18 with pink hair, I think his opinion might matter. Might absolutely matter to the party, I would think. But anyway, they have a meeting on August 7th, and I think that's when, the decisions I'm assuming have already been made. A lot of people believe that, she could be swapped out, whatever's gonna happen, but from what I read, a lot of people didn't like the process and aren't happy with it. So I guess we'll see what happens. So definitely. Hey, Sam. Good to see you. I don't know. Vote third party, right? Throw my vote away. That sounds like a perfect idea, William. Throw my vote away. Right. Not going to happen. I'm not doing that. I'm not throwing my vote away. Okay? And today was posted, shout out to Josh and Callie because we talked about this earlier, the National Association of Black Journalists. Now, this is hilarious to me that they legitimately think, see, this is what's going to happen with debates too, that, Trump has degraded, Black women. That was kind of like the theory people were running on. Like, that's such a disgrace. Look, politics is a dirty game. So did he treat Hillary nice? I mean, what does this really have to do with race? But of course, when this debate comes up, that's going to be the biggest deal. They're going to try to pin it on that. It's going to be sexism or racism 100%. Trump doesn't owe anybody shit. If you are the competition, you're the competition. I don't give a shit what you look like. I don't know why this thing even came up as an issue about him not being, nice enough. How are you going to be nice enough to people you don't have to be nice to? He doesn't have to just like I don't have to like people I don't want to like. I don't have to. None of us have to. It's not like a forced thing where, we live in the same country, so I have to like you or whatever reason it may be. You have no obligation to like another human. He can say what the hell he wants to say. What are we talking about here? Certain people have to be what? Protected from big bad words? Really? People have became that sensitive that they feel like I don't know. They are that sensitive. I shouldn't say became, they have been. They have been that sensitive. There are fanatics everywhere in all communities and groups, you see. I don't know, man. Yes, be very afraid, William. Right, Alex. It just kills me, man. People are willing to bow out and do all these things because what? They're going to interview Trump or talk to him or have him at their little thing they're doing? That hasn't been done before? What is it with that, man? I just... at what point do they say that the TDS should fall under them categories, It should be somewhere in there with the racism and the sexism and all the isms. Trumpism should be something. I don't know. I've never seen people go that crazy over it, That's the job of a journalist. You don't have to necessarily like every single opinion, right? But a journalist is supposed to figure out what, who, when, where, why, how, 5 things? That's being a journalist. But I don't know. Again, people take it personal. It shouldn't be personal, you know? And that whole protection argument is a big deal, and I don't understand where people get confused. Like, nobody gets just random protection. If a person feels comfortable enough to step out there and maybe do that for somebody, they might do it. But most people are of the mindset that they're not gonna put themselves in a compromising situation. I don't know where the lines get blurred with this. It's not a race thing, it's just a thing. Men aren't gonna jump out there and protect women that aren't theirs, okay? Or family. It has to be a certain circumstance for somebody to do that, where they feel comfortable enough. But you can't expect random people to even care, and definitely not protect. It's just not gonna happen, you know? It's kind of like, sorry, not sorry. He called Stacey Gabbard a bird brain. Is that what I'm assuming? I think that's what that icon is. I can't see, it's really small. I don't even know why these things, like, who cares, man? Like, if somebody calls you a name, are you that emotionally unstable that you can't handle it? Buck up, man. I don't know what to say. Okay, so he's speaking there then, Callie. And people have bailed due to the fact that they're allowing Trump to speak. Well, interesting enough, they just had a Trump rally on the west side of Chicago. They're getting ready to have one on the south side. I know that's the hood area. On the 3rd. And the rallies are going to continue. Like, this is a thing. I was saying earlier that I think Milwaukee hasn't, gotten to that point because Milwaukee hasn't exactly experienced what Chicago has. So they don't see it in the same light. Okay? But I would love to do it here. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. You know? Hey, Black Sun, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Like, I think that would be an amazing idea. Especially considering everything here is blue and their ass has been under fire. Hey, Lisa D, from the mayor to the city council. Now they got, they try to contain the crime to the north side. Like, if they can keep it in the north side, it's good. But now that it's leaked out to like the east side and other areas, people are freaking out. There was just a couple, some guy got randomly jumped by two other guys, came on camera, broke his jaw for no reason whatsoever. And they went to the news and they're like, what are the police doing? Well, this is what happens when you have police under a democratic situation, right? I don't know what to say, but again, as long as the crime is contained to one area, they don't care. But once it starts spilling over, then everybody starts scrambling and freaking out. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, Kev504, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in forever. It's been ages. So, yeah, good to see you. I hope that this city here has a complete, I know it's like wishful thinking, but, needs a complete overhaul. And it's hard where nobody runs against these people. So they get the positions by default. So at this point, they're not even really earning them. They're just getting them, right? I don't know. I have a big problem with it. So I don't know where to start. It's insanely infested, But anyway. Oh, let me mention this before I go because I never made a video about it, but You know, we had a couple incidents here. I think I did make a video about it. Actually, I did. I take that back. I made a video about a guy named, Devontae Williams. It was an incident that had happened at the hotel. And, you know, Ben Crump, same guy. Everybody calls him the ambulance chaser. He came here. He, made a statement. And then today, I think he mentioned it too. And he was, what I'm getting at is I'm very shocked that people have been calm. They haven't had agitators. They haven't had people instigating to burn more stuff down. I'm surprised everything has been calm. And I'm not going to go too far in depth with it. I kind of talked about it on Ricky Manners' channel, but the Sonia Massey situation was extremely devastating. That's unfortunate. And in my opinion, I don't give a shit what happens to that cop. I hope they cook him. Illinois doesn't have the death penalty, so that won't happen. But for me, I don't care. You know, in my opinion, he should just be up out of here. But you know how I feel about that. Yeah, but I just wanted to reiterate about the Project 2025 because that's the one that I get the most, I see the most signs about here, right? And other places, and the biggest talking point. So I'm especially glad that they're coming out and speaking on it and against it. Like, hey, don't take that to my name. No, they're always on some bullshit, man. These people are just super dirty. Super dirty. And even though I get told all the time, like, oh, you gotta take the high road, you gotta beat them at their game. And yeah, it's pretty frustrating, but I guess it's the right thing to do. It would be the right thing to do. You know what, Black Sun? I think I kind of told you that I ran into a couple people at the gas station. I think I was trying to tell you that when you were in the chat room, but it was hard for you to read the chat when you were driving. I ran into a couple of guys at the gas station, and man, that was one of the first things he brought up. And, I was talking about it, and he was like, well, Trump's trying to take my Social Security away. I'm like, no, he's not, bro. That's not the case at all. He's actually trying to keep it, to where they're not trying to raise the age of retirement. So the conversation went well. And by the time we left, I think both of them, his thought of voting for Kamala kind of changed a little bit. Like, wait a minute, are you serious? So, people are misinformed. They only see or know what they see on the TV. It takes other people to really enlighten them and give them different information. So, given the time and opportunity, it's best to be able to get out and talk with different people. Here anyway, that's the best option because it is huge blue by default. By default. What's up, Angry Snowman? You still didn't send me. You didn't send me that picture. You were gonna send me that picture on Facebook when you get a chance. I know you've probably been busy, and I saw you edited some other stuff. So when you get a chance, if you remember, shoot it to me, please. I haven't been to Kamala's website. I haven't been there at all. I should go check it out. I just haven't found the need, but hey, I will go look at it. Hey, John, how you doing? But no, I'm just chilling. I wanted to get that out there about the Project 2025. I'm not sold on Vance, but we'll see what happens. You can't win them all. You can't like them all. Not my favorite, but what do I do? And, Josh enlightened me to Trump is doing an interview on August 5th with a kid named Aiden Ross. He's a gamer on YouTube. He's got like over 4 million subs. And he's a younger guy. That's why I call him a kid. He's probably at least 18, but he's young to me. And I'm like, that's a perfect base, you know? So on the 5th, that'll be interesting to watch. Guys might want to check him out. Matter of fact, I can link his channel in the description when I'm done, you know? What's up, Mo? Hey. Hi, Cyrus. Good to see ya. Yeah, I can put his YouTube link, but yeah, he's a huge content creator. So I'm happy to see that, you know, the interview will happen within that base. It needs to happen, you know? And I still got to look at the, man, Trump did something this morning too in New York. What was it called? I want to say Sims, but that's not it. Like, Sims and Sons? I can't remember what the name of that interview is. He's kind of doing interviews all the time. I can't even keep up, but yeah, that's what they're saying, John, tomorrow. I was talking about how people have bailed and talked about, you know, how dare Trump, he's insulted some of the black women. He's insulted all women. Get over it, you know? Whatever. That's Trump. Like, we all know he's got a loud mouth. That ain't nothing new. Again, he wasn't friendly to Hillary. It's your opponent, you know? Hey, in that position, if a person isn't with you, in my mind, essentially they're against you. So, it is what it is. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Trump in Chicago. And the girl that I like so much, P. Ray, I know she's super busy. She's hard to get it, like, actually touch base with, you know, like hook up. But Mo was saying he I guess shuttered her out on True Social and said that he'd be in contact. But she has been doing a lot of work. I mean, she was traveling here back and forth from Chicago every day for a week to be outside of the RNC and, you know, push her message. I know she was getting a ton of interviews, so I'm glad that he acknowledged her. And she probably had something to do with, because the first rally, Blacks on the West Side, that's her area. So she probably had something to do with that first rally happening. So, yeah, that's cool. And again, for it to be on the South Side, that's huge. I would have never imagined in my lifetime that I would hear about a rally on 70th and Halstead. That just blows my mind. But that's awesome. That's awesome in the same regard. That's awesome. So, what's up, October? Good to see you. But yeah, I got my little information out. So, that's about it. I've been on here for like 20 minutes. I'm good with that. You know, videos get too long. People don't want to watch them, right? So, anyway, thanks, guys. Have a great evening. I might actually come on here for a few tomorrow. Yeah, I might. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm officially old. Old. I've always considered myself old. But tomorrow is just like another step closer to 50. That's all that represents. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, real life, how are you? That must be, you know what? That must be a new, that's a different channel. That's your other channel. Okay. Well, I gotta get out of here. So, thanks for stopping by. Yep, tomorrow, real life, tomorrow. 46. Ugh. Anyway, I love y'all. Hey, Miss Red Badger. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. It's been years. I feel like it's been years. Anyway, thank you. Have a good night.